I used to go to the gym late at night because it was always empty. No music, no people, just the quiet hum of machines and the echo of my own footsteps. At first, it felt peaceful. But that night, something felt off. While I was finishing my workout, I heard a loud sound from the locker room. Bang! I froze. I looked around the gym. No one. I told myself it was nothing, maybe something fell. Then it happened again. Bang! This time, louder, indefinitely coming from inside the locker room. My heart started racing, but I forced myself to walk toward it. Step by step, slowly. When I reached the locker room, everything went silent. Too silent. I looked at the row of lockers. And one of them, slowly moved. Like someone had just touched it from the inside. My throat went dry. I stood there for a few seconds, then slowly reached out and opened it. Inside, nothing. Empty. I let out a shaky breath and turned to leave. Slam. The locker shut behind me so hard it made me jump. I spun around instantly. My hands were shaking now. Slowly, I opened it again. Still empty. Then I heard it. A whisper. Right behind me. You forgot something. I spun around the moment I heard the whisper. But there was no one there. My chest was rising and falling fast now. The locker room was completely empty. I didn't wait another second. I walked out, trying not to run. Back in the main gym, everything looked normal again. Lights on, machines still, silence. I told myself I was just imagining things. Then I looked up at the mirror in front of me. And froze. Someone was standing behind me. A man, tall, pale, completely still. My heart skipped a beat. I turned around instantly. No one, nothing. The gym was empty. I slowly turned back toward the mirror. He was there again, closer this time, just standing, staring directly at me. My hands started shaking. I couldn't move. I tried to convince myself it was just my mind playing tricks. But then, he moved. Not in the gym, only in the mirror. One slow step forward. I felt my breath catch in my throat. I forced myself to turn around again. Still nothing. No sound. No footsteps. When I looked back at the mirror one last time, he was right behind me. So close that I could see every detail of his face. And then, he smiled. I jumped back and turned around. Nothing. The gym was still empty. But I knew what I saw. My heart was racing now. Every instinct told me to leave, but something in me refused. I'm just tired, I whispered to myself. It's all in my head. Trying to ignore it, I decided to finish my workout quickly. One last set, that's it. I went to the bench press, loaded the bar, and lay down. Everything felt normal again. I took a deep breath and started lifting. 1, 2, 3. On the fourth rep, the bar suddenly felt heavier. Much heavier. My arms started shaking. What the? I tried to push it up, but it wouldn't move. It was like someone was pushing it down from above. Panic hit instantly. Hello, I shouted. Is anyone here? No response. The weight kept pressing down, closer to my chest. I struggled, using all my strength, but it wasn't enough. Then I felt it, a cold presence, right next to me. And a voice, whispering into my ear, "You're not done yet." My heart pounded in my ears. With one final burst of strength, I forced the bar back onto the rack. I sat up immediately, gasping for air. And slowly, I looked toward the mirror. He was there, standing behind the bench, watching me, smiling. I didn't go back the next night, or the night after that, but the question kept haunting me. If no one was there, then who was I seeing? After a few days, I decided to go back during the daytime. Everything felt normal. People working out, music playing, staff at the front desk. It almost made me feel stupid, like I had imagined everything. Still, I walked up to one of the employees and asked, "Do you guys stay open late at night?" He looked confused. "Late night? No, we close at 10. My stomach dropped. "That's not possible," I said quickly. "I've been coming here after midnight for weeks." He went quiet. Then he called another staff member over. They both looked at each other, like they weren't sure what to say. Finally, one of them sighed and said, "You're not the first person to say that." A cold chill ran through my body. He lowered his voice. "Years ago, before this place was renovated, there was an incident. I couldn't breathe. A man was working out alone late at night," he continued. "He got trapped under a bench press." My hands started trembling. No one found him until the next morning. I slowly looked toward the bench area. The exact same spot. "In the locker room?" I asked quietly. The employee's face turned pale. "That's where they found his stuff." Silence filled the air. Then he said one last thing. If you're seeing someone here at night. I swallowed hard. You should stop coming. After that day, I never went back. I canceled my membership, deleted the gym app, tried to forget everything, and for a while, it worked. No sounds, no shadows, no reflection, nothing. Until one night, I woke up suddenly, my heart pounding for no reason. Then I heard it, clink, clink, metal, weights. My blood ran cold. No, I whispered, not here. The sound came again, closer, clank. It wasn't in the gym. It was in my house. My hands trembled as I slowly sat up. The room was dark, silent, but I could feel it. That same presence. I turned my head slightly, and froze. In the black screen of my TV, I saw a reflection, not just me, someone standing behind me. My chest tightened. I didn't want to turn around, but I had to. Slowly, I did. Nothing. Empty room. No one there. My breathing got heavier as I looked back at the TV again. He was still there, closer now, smiling. Then suddenly, I couldn't move. Something invisible pressed down on my chest. Like a heavy barbell. My arms shook as I tried to push it away, but there was nothing there. Only pressure. Getting stronger. Crushing. And right next to my ear, that same voice whispered, one more representative. The next morning, I woke up on the floor. Alone. Everything was normal, except for one thing. Deep bruises across my chest. Perfectly shaped like a barbell. And from that day on, no matter where I go, when I look at any reflection, he's always there, waiting.